job, right? And we think that this is the ultimate villain of everybody's life, and life is getting ruined by this 9 to 5 job. So, um, uh, but what is the way out for most of us? Like say till we find out another alternative, we have to live with this 9 to 5 job, no? So till we live, let us enjoy it, right? That is the main purpose of having this course, performance optimization techniques, and that is why I am obsessed by this course, because a huge many numbers of people are actually wasting their time and energy thinking about this 9 to 5 job, which they are not able to do anything about, and they have to live with this reality for most of their time. Very few people get a way out, and they also are not happy. Wherever they are, they might have been out of this 9 to 5 job, but they are still not happy, and they are facing other kinds of problems. They are not having this workplace camaraderie, and they are not having this this life of relatively um, comfortable life, no? This is, yeah, so that may be a debatable kind of issue, that work life is a comfortable life relatively, but when one, like say, so many people, why do they mm, uh, tell about having one's own business, having the freedom, and not to be a not to be under anybody's bossism or anything. But this is, of course, this what I am trying to tell you is not, of course, against the freedom of life that one will get with the with a business, with one's own enterprise. No, but how to get to that life also? There has to be some discipline, right? Unless one has some kind of discipline, some kind of strength, some kind of time to invest into that kind of business, or whatever dream they have, one is not going to achieve those kind of dreams, and the dream will remain a daydream. And while it is a daydream, while it is, you are not on your way to achieve your dream, you are into a job, you are into some kind of income generating activity or whatever. Let us call it a job. Most of the people are in a job for most of their time, and that time, how they are spending, it is not a quality life. Like say, every day when I travel in metro from my place to my office, I listen to numerous kind of stories where people are complaining about their workplace, they're complaining about their bosses, they're complaining about their peers who have done something bullshit about themselves, or not themselves, actually against these people. And if these people are complaining, like say, suppose A is complaining against B, so B is also might be complaining against A, and there is a perpetual enmity between two people who spend their entire time in an office closely working together, right? And what kind of irony is that? And people don't realize also that this is wastage of time and energy. And when if you are still there, why not enjoy that workplace? Maybe, and with that workplace only, one gets the strength. If you think it in a different manner, you get your the basis of your dream getting fulfilled, right? And uh, for example, my story is uh, what I wanted to do. I wanted to see people happy. uh, I wanted to be in a place where everybody is happy, abundant, and they have their own time, they have their own freedom, they have their own choices, lot of choices of livelihoods. All these were my dreams. And I got into I got into some work which actually does this. So can I complain about my workplace? No, right? So I actually always chose uh, to do this. And like there are avenues where one can actually follow his or her dream. I consider myself to be lucky, but when I closely observe other areas also, other people's workplace and work life also, it can be better with a little change of perception, because many people are happy out there being there. There is lot of limitations of a workplace, lot of limitation. In a government workplace there are other kind of limitation, in a private workplace there are other kind of limitation. But these limitations, within these limitations also we need to live, right? So if there is limitation everywhere, then why not accept those limitations and turn it into a positive thing for ourselves, our own betterment, our own development, to achieve our own goals. So that is what performance optimization is all about. A little change in perception, habit, action and attitude does the trick. To to be sorry, to be able to do that, one has to have a profound self image of oneself, that one should be very confident that this thing is going to be real. So how that confidence comes is uh, by sticking to one's own dream very very closely. One should be very very close to one's dream. So what kind of person you will be, like, so whatever kind of person you are that kind of person, so accept that. And being that person, you don't need to be changed to be the other person. You will be yourself only. But when you are yourself, do you accept yourself to be yourself? You always want to be the other person, and kind of inside you are not happy with yourself, right? So that is the biggest weakness. So we kind of get ourselves out of that mindset. And okay, I am with this plus this minus, everybody has, and so you have. So accept that. That is the first thing, and that requires practice, because every day the other person will appear to be more like say better than you, right? Every day we come across better people, and people are there who are actually better than ourselves. But the person, the package that you are unique, right? Whatever package you are, nobody can be that package. And the package that you are born with, the person you are, with the qualities and whatever you are born with, the same package is going to achieve a big dream. And finding out that dream is your thing, no, that is your purpose of life. And how you do, that is how step by step we actually uh, teach inside this course. First of all, it will not appear to be something extraordinary out of the blue. It is every day you are listening to all this, but you are never systematically practicing this. Every day, kind of you to be able to transition into that mindset, you need practice, practice of being yourself, practice of accepting oneself, and practice of being into your dream yourself. That is not happening, although you know the knowledge is there, but you are not doing that. So that has to be done, and that is a part of the practice that happens inside this performance optimization course. And be yourself. And the second thing is, once you are yourself, you now know how the other person will be himself or herself only. And that person is not behaving because he or she doesn't like you. It is because that person has that tendency only. And then you start accepting the other person, right? So that is the second thing. And once you have yourself by your side, and you have people by your side, you can actually start influencing a lot many people, a number of, and that is how your circle of influence gets bigger. Once that is circle of influence, like say, uh, can you answer a question when I ask what you do? You want money? Do you want power? To be um, to feel the power, like say all the energy to yourself? No, because there have been many richer people and there have been very powerful people also. But could they change the world? Who changed the world? The change makers were always ordinary people with a huge circle of influence, right? So you, what do you dream? Don't you dream about changing the world, right? Each of us, every day, we say 1,000 times that we want to change the world, change the world, but we cannot change ourselves. And to change the world, what do we need? We need influence. And to have influence, you need to change yourself, accept yourself. You need to change yourself in accepting yourself because you are not accepting now. So that thing you need to change. So that is what I am saying. And the next thing is you need to accept people. If they are like say drastically against whatever you are saying, then also they are 10% correct, right? So start accepting them from being 10% correct. And the journey starts from there. The journey of accepting and having friendship starts from there. And it goes to very, very far, it goes to include those people into one's influence. But have you read about the stories where the where Buddha and before them, like say Krishna, Ram, they were able to influence the other person, right? But didn't they have enemies? They had many, but they were able to influence many people, right? How did they do it? Because they accepted the other person. And so that is how the entire thing happens. And if we want to follow a bit, then we need to be in their shoes a bit. We need to learn a bit of whatever their trick is, right? So acceptance is the second thing. And when this thing happens, actually your roadmap towards your dream starts to unfold. Only then it starts to unfold. When you accept yourself and when you start accepting the other people, actually you save a lot of energy. That energy, the saved energy, will help you to see beyond the conflict, see beyond the conflict towards a bigger dream, right? And that is when the dream starts unfolding. How the how part we are so very concerned with, no? We are not concerned enough with our dreams. Let us first outline the dream, and we have to say be with our dreams 24 hours all the time. And then the how actually starts to unfold. And how to be with our own dreams requires some performance optimization technique, and that is what is part of this course. It may appear very, very simple, but it requires consistent practice. It requires a shift in your perception, attitude, action, and habit. Then only you can you qualify to be the dream person, to 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 be able to achieve your dream, right? So this is what the course is all about, and so many people are confused about this course, what it is. They are not able to understand. First of all, they don't know there is a solution, right? So why don't you take a tour of my course in the link, and and it is leadingwithsangeeta.school.invanto.com, right? leadingwithsangeeta.school.invanto.com. Go there and take a tour of the entire course. You will see what all are there. There is a systematic practice of what needs to be done, what practices you need to have. Of course, I agree that there are some skills to be learned when one is going through this thing. See, the technicality, the skills, and everything comes there. But the attitude part, it requires practice. No? You know everything, but you don't practice. That is what you will discover. So that is what is part of this thing. And once that is happen, once you improve your communication with your seniors, peers, and juniors, and external stakeholders, whoever is there, then only actually you can the performance enhances, the your strategy becomes easier. Otherwise you cannot choose that strategy altogether. Suppose you uh, want to have these 10 people into your site, into your tree, and these entire 10 people you don't see eye to eye. How can you take that strategy? So that strategy, which would have cost you very very little in terms of expenditure, you cannot choose that strategy altogether, because those people were the qualified people to fit into that particular strategy, which you cannot adopt just because you don't see eye to eye with these people. So this is a small example. There are bigger example of how things fail when your communication is not right, when you don't accept the other person, and everything else starts from this only. This first of all, this joy. When everybody is by your side, you are not worried about being facing some kind of um, like say bullying, or some plotting against you, some conspiracy, and this thing, somebody working against you. These things you are not worried anymore, right? So your energy is saved, and this is all about performance optimization. Please take a tour out of my course, which is at, again, I repeat, leading with Sangeeta.school.in